As promised, we're going to talk about housing for the next few minutes. There's some good news out there for buyers. Zillow is reporting that nationwide, 1 in 4 sellers offered price cuts to their homes that were on the market in June, and there were 23% more listings in June than there were at this exact same time last year. But there's a downside. The median price of a previously owned home is up to $427,000. Oh my goodness. According to the National Association of Realtors, that's the highest ever recorded as an average. And whether you are buying or selling, no matter the market, some big changes are coming in just about a month, or not even a month, 3 weeks. It's all part of a massive settlement with the National Association of Realtors that came back in March. Gordon's going to explain how these changes could affect you.
Imagine it's opening night at the theater. The actors take the stage, the music starts playing, and you get the rare opportunity to look behind the curtains and go behind the scenes of the show. Realtors say come August, this will happen in the real estate industry, with buyers and sellers getting the chance to look behind the curtains.
Really understanding what people are paying, right? Separating maybe some of those payments out to where they're just a little bit more visible in people's faces so they understand it.
Jamar Hardy is the president of Minneapolis Area Realtors. He says consumers have always had the opportunity to negotiate real estate commissions and services, but very few people did. He says that's what this lawsuit settlement is all about, giving home buyers and sellers more opportunities to understand what their realtors are doing and how they're getting paid.
Well, I hope what they see is more transparency, especially those who have done this before. I think those who've never bought or sold a house, they're not going to notice a difference.
Some experts believe a more transparent real estate industry could lead to lower commissions, which could save buyers and sellers money and hurt realtors who rely on that money.
I know one of the big concerns with this was that this agreement was going to basically eliminate the buyer's agent as we know it.
Full-time practitioners that have been in it long enough that focus on real estate, they're the ones that are really going to win out in the end of this, both on the buy side and the sell side. But I think those part-time agents that were, qualifying people in coffee shops, it's going to get a little bit difficult for them because competition really will win out.
What's our value add? Why are we important? And I think the agents that understand that will do well.
Brian Vantoff with RE/MAX says the changes could also affect first-time home buyers, because up until now, the norm has been for the sellers to cover commissions on both sides.
We believe it still will happen in probably 80 to 90% of transactions.
But in those cases where the seller doesn't cover the buyer's commission, that extra cost, which is likely $10,000 or more, depending on the home, could fall on the buyer.
So sometimes a buyer doesn't have the extra cash to pay a buyer's agent's commission. There is some concern about that. We have had some discussion.
Brian says in those cases, buyers still have options. Their realtors can get creative with the contract to spread out that extra cost over time. They can also use government programs that can help.
I really think our buyers here in the state of Minnesota are going to find that pathway to still have representation, still be able to pay those fees, and to your point, maybe it's just rolled into their mortgage now.
In the end, the industry may be peeling back the curtain, but it's up to consumers to take a deeper look.
Do your research, make sure you're hiring a qualified, experienced realtor. There's over 22,000 realtors in the state of Minnesota. You have options, right?
Gordon Severson, KARE 11 News.